pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
Alexa, turn
This
off the
is the
light.
kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Leaves it with the back. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll leave it with him. Still on his feet at the 45. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown balls. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Blunt. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Rebels offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
And these are simply put the leaders of this football team. And generally, games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
The give to the back. Follows that surge up front. He's got 5 out to the 13. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you, too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it, and they can get explosive plays because of this guy's skill set.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny...
Going for it all. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Listen, I know DBs don't catch the ball real well, but But to be a defensive back, it's one of the hardest positions in football. You got to stay with these big, fast wide receivers and then try to go track the football and make a play. Great job making a play for his team.
And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
The inside handoff. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Fires to the big fella. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Gets it past the marker. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Volunteers! No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. That's the end of the quarter and Tennessee has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Coming out with it, it's Blunt. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Rebels will hustle to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's caught downfield. Open runway ahead. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Rebels! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to fire on second down. He's going for it all. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown ball.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap.
Fires into traffic, picked off. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Throws toward the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll bring it out. It's blunt. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point...
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty. and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pass is intercepted. Got room on the return. He goes out of bounds at the 7-yard line, but what an opportunity after that pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play, their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple points.
Touchdown, Tennessee! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarter.
Going over the top, and he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his 2nd interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Oh, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too, before this defense gets to going at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different... Yeah, whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
Quarterback checking off. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. The Vols in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 3rd. Feeling some heat. Grab near the marker. It's Hodges. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
And how about that 3rd down? They go 5 wide. They've spread the defense out, and at quarterback there, you're just trying to find your best one-on-one matchup. You're making a quick throw, and you're picking up the first to keep the drive going.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse exposed running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's the MO of this offense. They really put a lot on the offensive line. They go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Here we go with the run on fourth down. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. Quick timeout called by the offense after the play. In plus territory, not really much of a decision to make there. They had to go for it, and it paid off.
Yeah, they know points are going to be at a premium in this game, so they're going for it here, no doubt. Nice job picking up the first and now putting a lot of pressure on this defense.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's looking to throw it. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Volunteer. Lining up to add another. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Blunt. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Give to the running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And with time running out here in the second quarter, they'll just take a knee. Down on the scoreboard, they'll try to regroup in the locker room at halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Vols will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the Americans.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Give to the single back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Slater. At midfield, he's got room. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He wants to throw. Finds his man down the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Throwing right. It's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
I mean, you can say that's a quarterback, or you can call it. I mean, goodness gracious, he's dropping back to throw the football, but when he sees a hole, his eyes get big, and he just explodes through it. Everybody's trying to catch him, trying to get to him, just chewing up yards so easily.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Makes the grab. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations that time.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Up and over Yamo be there into the end zone.
And we don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, and get that touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Can't get him to the ground. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not...
And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Going for it all. He's got it on the left. Oh, look out. Touchdown ball. And the route is on. Is there anything this dude can't do? He's channeling his inner Condridge Holloway, Heath Schuler, or dare I say, the great Peyton Manning.
I bet he can't lead the band, Reese. I bet he's not allowed to do that. He's having himself a day, but he's not there yet. But, man, putting up some stats, doing what he wants. This offense is absolutely cooking.
He'll bring it out. It's one. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not...
And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll finally make the tackle at the 3-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's got it again. Touchdown, Tennessee! And the beatdown has ensued.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Blunt. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First down here for the offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Right back to it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Line is set on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. Quarterback gets enough. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away. When you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving, make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and defense took advantage of it.
Going up top on first down. He's going for the big play. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Volunteers. And the stomping has commenced. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Hoping to find one that works this time on second down from the 7. Now the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. They're bringing heat. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Dialing up a second down pass play. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Comes out throwing on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. First down to start the drive after the bridge. Looking for a crease to the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The offense set for a first down play. He's looking to throw. He wants to take the top off. It's complete. Touchdown ball. And the punishment has been extended. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Ole Miss. Go back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
To the air on first down. Lofts one high and deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on second down. He's going to run it. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Hard running there. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can throw. Maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
On second down, wants to throw. Buys a little extra time. He fires it out to the right. And that pass intercepted. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the momentum-changing play for his team.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Slater. And that's a live ball. Defense covering it up. And
let's go. Get that shit right back, boy.
It's a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Going to take a shot at this DB. Catch and stride inside the 15. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
First and goal, Tennessee.
He wants to throw it. Now improvising. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Tennessee, 80. Ole Miss, 14.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Fitzpatrick. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
He's going to pass. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Those always sting a little bit. When you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive, just really annoying as a defensive guy.
Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the grab inside the 30. And
of course, I hit the circle button and prove my God. Defense isn't about to make the sack.
Way too late, but they still do count it for 6.
Good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit behind note, a little bit.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Power football with the run. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
That hands face. Let's go shopping. What do you mean by that?
On second down, he'll fire. With the catch, it's Terrell. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. And the Volunteers want to crank the tempo. He'll come out throwing on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it inside the 25. And they're going to score again. Even another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats.
Buddy, what are you sending? Why does it keep saying that?
That guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
What?
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he
I
goes.
didn't even know you could put words like that and stickers like
The Ole
that.
Miss offense ready to go back to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse,
Okay, I know what you're saying, yeah.
This was open if he had just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the 44. Looking to move it through the air. Zings it complete to the right. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
They're working that left side. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a 1st down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
You've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional.
Well,
they're trailing by this much late in the game. They're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback checking the play. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Going up top. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Tennessee. And the pummeling has started. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Good, solid tackle. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. You got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got his man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Trying to find his man on first down. Oh, he wants it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but just live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He's not afraid to go deep. Makes a catch at the 20. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue.
Getting sleepy,
the finishing touch.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
We're at the midway point of the season, and after the showing they delivered today, this team is firing on all cylinders through Week 7.
We've been talking a lot about this team, but you want to be remembered in the month of November. The most important part and the meat of this schedule now is coming up. You play well throughout the second half of the year, we're talking college football playoff potential.
Yeah, but you got to start somewhere, right? And I like that they started strong, made it to Week 7 now. Yes, the rivalries are coming up, and more important games are coming up. But you did what you needed to do to start the season. Now just keep that mindset and keep grinding.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Okay.